Hello, beautiful people. Hello. Thank you for joining in. It's my pleasure to connect with you and share some lovely practices about breathing and flowing with the breath, initiating movements from the breath. So let's begin by sitting up nice and tall. I'm just going to move back a little bit because I know what's coming next. And let's take a moment to feel settled. We want to feel our sit bones on the chair. Let's wiggle a little bit from side to side so we're really clear, not just on the idea of sit bones on the chair, but the feeling of our sit bones on the chair, almost like walking. Sit bones are like feet for the pelvis. And then settle in. We also want to feel our feet on the floor and wiggle your toes a little bit, lift and lower your heels. Feel the ground, whether it's a carpet, a yoga mat, wood, tile, whatever it is, or grass if you're lucky and you're outside. And really feel your feet. And then let them sit calmly on the ground. Don't try to fix or change them. And we're going to grow through the crown of the head. I'll move back just a little bit to show you the arm movement we're going to do, and then I'll probably come back up again. We're going to inhale and sweep the arms out and overhead to interlace the fingers, turn the palms up, and then gently press upwards to elongate yourself. Create a little bit more lovely space inside you. That might even make you breathe more deeply and smoothly. On the exhalation, we want to soften the elbows and shoulders, let the arms melt down, but leaving that beautiful elongation through the whole spine. You stay where you are. I'm going to slip back a little bit closer because we're going to work a bit with the shoulders. But let's really clear the breath one more step by inhaling through the nose, gently filling, and then sigh it out. However long that sigh wants to be, allow it. And your body will know when you need to take another inhale. Let's do that again. Oh, really releasing, relaxing, like a river washing away any tension. And now let's let the breath continue gently, but hopefully a little bit more expanded in and out through the nose. Soft smile helps to set the tone, helps to brighten our mood, also helps to brighten our hormones and our nervous system, helps the digestion. So makes us feel better and anybody around us, whether they have two legs or four legs or wings, all sentient beings feel better around a gentle, joyful, peaceful soul. So we can create a lot of transformation, not only for ourselves, but also for our environment and participate in healing this world. So now shoulders up, inhale. Lift the shoulders, don't be scared. Exhale, let the shoulder girdle melt down. The spine stays tall, the shoulders go all the way up, and the spine stays tall or lifts higher as the shoulders melt down. Again, use the full breath and softly lower. Now we're going to do one shoulder at a time. Inhale, lift that shoulder way up and softly let it release. Inhale, lift the other shoulder and let that side body lengthen if it wants to. We'll do that again each side. Nice full inhalation. And you're letting your movement take the same length of time as your breath. You're not curtailing your breath. Okay, we're going to add a little variation. So I'm going to point at this shoulder because what I want you to feel, you can point at your own shoulder too, is that the shoulder goes up and forward and then it just relaxes back. So let's exhale when it goes up and forward and inhale when it goes back. Let's exhale when it goes up and forward. We're getting a nice stretch in the upper back. And inhale when it relaxes. One more time. That shoulder rolls forward and turns in, rotates in. And then we just relax. Let's see how that feels. Notice how your breath is flowing. Notice whatever parts of your body wake up. It might be one part wakes up, another part adds in. So let's keep going. Let's wake up all the cells. So you can touch with the finger. I sometimes find this helpful because it gives us something to lightly press against. So on the exhale, this time the shoulder goes up and forward. And on the inhale, we just let the chest relax and the shoulder pours back. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale, relax. Exhale. It's like a quarter cat. You're doing a cat with one half of the upper back. The other half would be the lower back. And let's do one more for good measure. Up and over as we exhale and relaxing as we inhale. Now let's roll the shoulders back for the opening of the chest. Inhale, up, roll back. You can even cup yourself a little bit here. Let's pause here and make some sound. Oh, just a light drumming under the collarbones, back and forth. And breathe into the chest. And then continue the rolling. Inhale, we want to get that openness. We worked on the folding forward, so now let's get that nice openness. All right. Move the head and neck around a little bit. Imagine that you're wearing one of those dog cones. Sometimes it's called the cone of shame. It's not shame, it's just to make sure the dog doesn't bite whatever part has had surgery. So it's a cone that goes upwards and encases the head. So the idea is that if you roll your head inside that cone, you'll have a possibility of having a longer, taller neck, which is different than doing the roll where we really drop the head. So we want that lift. Think of yourself rolling your head up inside that beautiful cone, which now is a cone of liberation. And let's roll in the opposite direction, keeping the breath flowing. We want to feel that lovely long space in the channel, in the corridor of the neck and the throat. Okay. See how that feels? Take a breath into your chest. Put your hands on your belly. Let your next breath flood the belly. And then bring your hands somewhere to the back and inhale. Expand the wings of your back. Okay. A little bit to warm up the hands, light clapping. You can look at your hands with real appreciation. How many beautiful things our hands can do, make, cook, touch, caress. Inner wrists, lovingly, just waking up. It's like knocking on the door. Outsides of the palms, thumbs. So insides of the palms, but with the thumbs. Now tuck the thumbs under and do the long inside of the hand. Backs of the hands, just lightly knocking on your lap. Link between the thumb and the index finger, knocking. Send loving gaze, keep breathing. Turn the hands over so you get the other view. Liberal breathing. And now interlacing the fingers, all of the other finger webs get a nice knock. You can have your hands a little lower if it's more comfortable. I'm just lifting them up so you can see. I don't have a camera person, so I just change my body for different views. Change the direction of the fingers so the other hand is on top. A little bit more knocking. And enjoying that. And then shake out. Shake out as though you're shaking off water droplets, shaking out tension, releasing, releasing. And then feel your hands and fingers. Maybe you have a lovely tingle or you feel more connected or alive. That's exactly what we're looking for. We're going to add one more movement to that shoulder that we rolled forward. I'm going to turn a little bit sideways because this is all about rotation of the shoulder joint, but what does that mean? So the arm rotates out, the upper arm rotates out or rotates in. I think you can see that with my hand and my magenta sleeve. So we've done this movement already. We've exhaled, and the outside of the elbow is the first part of the elbow that's coming forward. And then what we do is we rotate the upper arm, the elbow drops, and we open the chest. So on the exhalation, that shoulder comes forward, the outside or back of the elbow is also assisting. And then we just rotate that upper arm, and then it's easy to allow the chest to open and that arm to fall. Let's do it again. Exhale forward. Now rotate the upper arm, let the elbow drop, and let the chest open. And you can do what I'm doing with letting the head and eyes follow. Exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale. Let's leave that for a little bit. Savor it. Come back and sit. Breathe, relax, take it slow, and take a moment to feel whatever information or sensations have been awoken. Everything is waking up. And see if the breath is invited to flow into these awakened places. Okay, other side. So once again, I'll show you the side view. So we know this part. Exhale, the shoulder lifts. We already have been rotating the arm in. The outside back of the elbow leads. Now this arm rotates, the elbow lowers, and we just let the arm pour down. Exhale, the shoulder lifts and rolls forward. Inhale, the upper arm rotates back, the elbow falls. Exhale, roll through. Inhale, release back. So there's a subtle movement of the shoulder. This is called movement of the shoulder joint. The upper arm, the way it moves in the shoulder socket is rotation. For the anatomy geeks, this is internal rotation and this is external rotation. But what we care most about is how does it feel and does this initiation help us with a feeling of freedom in our bodies. Let's take it into both arms. I'll move back just a touch so you can see a bit more. It's probably already happening spontaneously with you. So let's exhale and round the back, caring for the lumbar spine. We don't want to just round the chest. We want this area to also drop back. That's our exhale, and let it be comfortable for you. Let it be happy for you. You can even rock back on the back of your sit bones. Inhale, rocking the pelvis forward. Chest is relaxed. We've already done a lot for the chest. We don't need to do any more. We just need to let it be. And now we want to get a nice action of more of the spine. And let's add the arms now. Exhale, shoulders up and forward. Inhale, let the chest open, let the elbows pour back. Exhale, shoulders come up and glide forward. Lift the chest, let the elbows fall back. Two more. Exhale, glide forward. Inhale, rotate the upper arms, opening the chest. And pretty much once you relax into it, we've done the preparation. Now relax into the flow. Let your body decide how he, she, or they want to do this movement. Exhale. Let the inhalation make the transformation to the new flow. Let the exhalation make the transformation. So your own body and personality are going to customize this. One more exhale and inhale. And come back to neutral and just sit for a moment and feel yourself, feel your breath. If your body wants to do a little bit of organizing with some authentic movement. So it's not a movement we're creating from, oh, I think it would be cool to do this. It's like, you just want to kind of fluff a little bit. And if your body doesn't feel like fluffing, that's great. So we're listening for what is needed. Okay, we're going to stand up now and play a little bit with a simple flow. We've opened up the breath. Sometimes we start these sessions with a tutorial on the breathing. Sometimes we start with some movement, but one way or another, we want the breath to be open and we want the body to be flowing and we want our emotions to be flowing, a sense of relaxation. So to loosen up the hips a little bit, let's step wide-ish and start to rock from side to side. Inhale coming up. Exhale as though you want to sit on a bar stool behind that buttock. Inhale up. You're just sticking out your butt, and maybe there's a seat, but you're not going to sit on it. Inhale up. So everybody's going to have their own angle. I don't want you to feel that you have to be doing this upright. That's a certain type of teaching. But this, I'm interested in liberation. I'm interested in the body feeling really loose, in preventing and healing injuries by moving in a natural way. There are certain guidelines that are generally true, but there are fine tuning for each one of us. So just one more time each side, and that's a nice way to loosen up through the hips. Okay. Now, we're going to take the hands into this position as though we're cupping some energy in front of the low belly, but the elbows aren't straight. There's a little bit, you can see some air space here. That's what we want. And the movement of the hands, and we've woken them up, they're going to be spinning, and then they're going to be facing palms up with the fingers facing in. And as we exhale, slow motion, the hands are going to tumble back to that cupping place. Okay, take a moment before we continue. Feel your feet. The crown of the head is rising up, suspended from the sky. You're smiling, you're breathing gently, smoothly. And take an exhalation. The knees are a little bit soft, they bend a bit. As you inhale, listen carefully to your inhale and lift the energy up, rotating the hands so you reach the nice stretch as you fill that inhalation to the top. And then the exhalation is the natural response. We start to lower the hands, they're rotating, the knees are bending a little bit. Wait for the inhalation. You're listening to the inhalation. You're showing how the inhalation is guiding energy all the way up to touch the sky. And as you exhale, that's what's inviting you to bring the energy back down. Now we're going to take this down part a little bit lower for anybody who wants to bring more acknowledgement to the earth. So same position. We'll start from here though. So knees are bent a little bit. Exhale. Wait for your inhalation. Let the inhalation be an embodiment of your breath. The movement is an embodiment of your breath. The exhalation is an embodiment of the breath. And if any of you want to fold a little lower, whatever that means for you, remember movement on a spectrum, not all or nothing. Inhale, follow the breath, fit the movement into the breath. Exhalation tells you you're beginning to go in the other direction, and you acknowledge the earth at the end of your exhalation. You time that, and then the inhalation is guiding the flow up, 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 all the way through the inner channel of your body to touch the heavens, and the exhalation is raining the energy down from the heavens through your body and touching the earth. Now just feel into your breath. Simple movement, and it becomes such a profound journey when you link it intimately to the breath, not changing the breath, honoring the breath, and refining the movement so it's a perfect match. And this is the spirit of vinyasa. Often we're doing more complex flows of movement, but the principle is this, that the calm, steady, rhythmic breath leads, and each movement fits inside the container of either an inhalation or an exhalation. From the earth, we're going to come up just to standing on the inhalation, coming up to this position, and take a moment, see how that feels. It's also lovely to do repetition of a very simple flow because then we can keep refining, polishing, figuring out, did we chop off the breath? Is the breath longer than our mind thought it was? And to really allow all of that to blossom and to make this really pleasant. So we're going to do essentially the same movement but with a variation. So in this case, we're going to inhale. One hand is going to rotate to face the ceiling as it was doing, and the bottom hand is going to rotate away. So it's the same position, but the bottom hand is rotating away to press against the earth energy as you reach up into the sky. Now, don't strain and do excess. We want to engage and feel that we really are touching the sky and the earth at the same time. As we exhale, both hands start to return. The top hand, of course, has a bit further to go. And as we inhale, the other hand rotates up towards the sky. The bottom hand rotates down to face the earth. And exhale. So think of both palms turning away. Inhale, arriving, pressing lightly down and up with opposing arms. Exhale, the knees are softening. Inhale, follow the breath. Exhale, it's all about the breath. We're showing the shape of the breath through the choice of movements. There's an infinite choice of movements that can be linked to the breath. But it's so beautiful to move following the breath. Let's finish bringing the palms back. We'll do two with the arms doing the same thing. So take an exhalation when you get there. On the inhalation, rising the energy through your trunk, up through the body and touching the sky. Exhalation, gently, gently falling and touching the earth, whether you're all up or down. You can visualize connecting with the earth. One more full one. Inhalation, reaching all the way up, touching the sky. Exhalation, bringing you down, acknowledging the earth. And this time, take the backs of the hands together. On the inhalation, let a fountain of energy and joy burst out through the top, through your heart. Bring the palms together. Exhale, bending the knees, sliding the hands apart, leaning over, scooping the hands down. One more time. Inhale and fireworks, fountain. And this time, exhaling, palms together. Step the feet closer. Bring the energy down through a central channel. Let it rest in front of your heart. Connect to earth below, sky above, breath within. Imagine an expansion of your heart field, which extends far in all directions. Imagine your heart energy center, the middle dantian, the heart chakra, expanding with each inhalation, front to back, side to side, even above and below, expanding like a beautiful sphere of light and love. And take that love inside your hands and inside your body and slide the palms down to rest comfortably on your low belly and settle the energy into the lower dantian to leave us all feeling grounded and stable, connected to sky above, earth below, to our breath, to each other, to all creation. And I wish you all a beautiful day. Take this energy with you wherever you go. Take a little snapshot so you can remember it and draw upon it whenever you feel a need. It's always available. The breath, the heavens, the earth, the inner smile, they are within us. Thank you so much for joining in today. I really feel all of your energy, and all of this is coming through the session. It's going like this. So I thank you very much. I thank you so much. Blessings.